Welcome everyone to some more Genshin Impact. And today, I'll be doing the new event called Second Blooming. And it is the event with the Lisa skin, as you can see here. And the description is, re-encounter the Witch of Purple Rose in a land rich with her namesake. And I automatically have the quest in my quest log here. And yeah, this entire video will be dedicated to the event. And as you can tell, it's pre-recorded, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the quest is called A Librarian's Long and Carefree Vacation. Talk to this person. I'm not gonna attempt pronunciation. Like, sure, it's fine, because they're fictional characters, they're not gonna be upset if you mispronounce their names, but I don't want to attempt on this one because I don't know how to pronounce it at all. Anyways, this person, the Academia's liaison officer, is looking for suitable volunteers for a long-term research project under the Spantamad Darshan. Yeah. And that is what we'll do. And there is voiceover in this quest, which I found out from watching like 5 seconds on someone's live stream, so yeah. Anyways, we are already here in Sumeru, so let's go. Also, not quite sure how the mechanics will work in this event because it is like I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how to re-explain it from the special program, but I've seen what it is.
Greetings! Welcome to the Citadel of Regzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of Mora for just standing around? Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
We don't currently have any commissions like that. However, I do have some relatively simple requests from residents that will pay several thousand Mora.
Really? That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon.
The more Mora, the better. We want something a little more lucrative.
Yeah, Effendi, are there any high-paying commissions available?
Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data. Researchers often need to enter domains to investigate ley line disorders. They have been understaffed for some time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So, now they've turned to recruiting large numbers of volunteers. They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers. Are you interested?
What are the requirements?
Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with one or more types of weapon?
This is interesting because Traveler is, in canon, able to use all weapons, but in gameplay we only use sword as Traveler, so that's interesting. I'm skilled with one-handed swords. Actually, I am proficient with all sorts of weapons. This is technically true based on like one earlier quest.
Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers?
I know a lot about elemental reactions. I am experienced at using elemental powers in battle.
All I'll put you down as the traveler, right? Okay, I finished the registration. I'll be coordinating the necessary supplies and payments for volunteers later. You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted me, but now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
Also, interesting that's how the darshan is pronounced. So it's Spontamod. I love how, like, before all this I'm like, I'm bad with pronunciation, so I'm not gonna attempt it, and I attempt Spontamod, and it's and a completely different pronunciation. But to be fair, it's like, it's a little bit easier to kind of figure out, although I am still technically wrong. Then again, the pronunciation is probably different in all languages, so who knows. But yeah. Oh, and also considering the event description, I'm pretty sure we know who the visitor might be.
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush, hmm? First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, that's Gafoor! He's the one we're searching for. But he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak. Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbot by now.
Oh. It's Lisa. What is she doing here?
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Our Lisa! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back. I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Keep your voice down. Shh, Paimon.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafoor. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to calling you Professor. Nevertheless, the underlying meaning of what you just said is simply wrong. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now. Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa.
Long time no see, Lisa.
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
Which is when we happened to run into you, Lisa. He didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the academia, have you?
Only as project volunteers.
Alright, Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see Gafoor about.
Paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist on the use of outsiders?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocols. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park to us.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer is still no.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia. And I don't think that will change in the future.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. But you're still as obstinate as ever, Lisa. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need your help with the volunteer work. Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Thank you. Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Recruiter? You mean Gafoor?
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the Knights okay with you being gone?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamod Darshan at the academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
Why did you choose to leave the academia?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected. I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
Sounds like you've experienced a lot.
I don't wish to return to the academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally. Rather than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m., with regular afternoon tea every day.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
That is Lisa's style.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafur found me just after I arrived in Sumeru.
Kale, I think.
Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
Okay, about all that's happened.
I see. Even I didn't expect them to be so bent on their pursuit, wanting to even surpass the gods. Sounds like you were involved in some remarkable events again, and I was completely unaware. And to think, you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure. Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru with me. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this.
I'm not that busy, but maybe later.
I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue. Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
Okay, so we had to go to the Matiyima Forest?
I remember. You two agreed to meet Gafur in Mount Tiima Forest to talk about the ley lines research job. Feel free to leave if you want to go look for him. As for me, I think I'll spend a little more time at Puspa Cafe.
Okay. Okay. Maltima. What? Okay, that pronunciation. I can't. Okay, I guess we'll just leave then. Nice to see Lisa again after, quite a while. Although the last time we actually saw her in anything was in Update 3.1. Yeah, Update 3.1 with the Mondstadt event, where Genshin Mika first appears. And yes, as I've said, I'm calling him Genshin Mika because I don't know. Like, okay, obviously I would just call him Mika, but I know another Mika that's also blonde-haired and blue-eyed. And I need to differentiate the two when I talk about a Mika. So... like, seriously. I remember I was on Twitter at one point, and the name Mika was trending for me, and I'm like, which Mika are people talking about? Obviously, considering, what would even end up on trending, like, on my perspective, it would probably be Genshin Mika. but I still get confused. Anyways, quest location is over here.
There you are. Looks like you two are ready.
Yep.
Very well. Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and it's imperative that their current is constantly monitored. This research project was also organized to help meet this demand. However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record the situation with the ley lines. Since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established a rule of only dispatching personnel with combat capabilities. It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomalies. However, if you encounter any danger, please prioritize your safety. Well, those are all the necessary details. When you're ready, you may enter the domain.
Okay. Okay, in each challenge, travelers must form 3 teams to engage in 3 consecutive rounds of combat. They must defeat all opponents in the time and earn bonus points from the time they have left. They will earn different levels of insignias. Okay. Linked characters will appear in the party multiple times per round and gain buffs. 2 support skills. So it's... what event is similar to this, but like has similar elements, but are, you know, different? Good question. Okay, so we have an event that's over the course of many days. And I will record each of the challenges that I do. But I think like future recording days I won't have commentary. Probably. But who knows. Okay, so complete all the challenges and score a total of 10,000 for all challenges to get Lisa's outfit. Okay. I'm gonna guess that over the course of time we'll probably get some unique scenes as well. I'm not quite sure. Obviously, this is only day 1, but we might get things. Let's see. Okay. Physical and elemental res is decreased by 30%. Okay, the valiant state after defeating an opponent that's marked. Okay, hitting the opponent cast a shockwave. It happens every 2 seconds, and 4 of them can be unleashed every time, like, entering this state. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go on the hardest difficulty. Okay, so Dendro makes sense, I suppose, for this. Round 1, 2, and 3. Oh boy, this will take a bit. Okay, I have put together a teams, and hopefully it's pretty good. So yeah, I am using some trial characters. I am using a trial Yao Yao because my Yao Yao is not built. So, yes, my Yao Yao is level 81, but I don't have the artifacts yet, and she's not at her full potential because of that, so I'm using the... yeah.
I see everything.
Oh gosh, no!
Make yourselves at home. You look like...
The depth's back.
Try not to enjoy this.
Stay put. Don't get him, you look
don't really understand how Nahida works sometimes.
Kamisato Suiyu.
Let's spark things up a little.
Okay.
Uruguay, you're up! Yeah! Grow, grow, grow!
Oh. So much happened. This is on the highest. This is on the 91, right? Okay. It is! Oh my gosh, I just eliminate everyone so easily.
Share my knowledge.
Try not to enjoy this.
Let's dance.
55K! Oh my god. So much.
A process of elimination.
Oh no, sweetie.
The Temple of Wisdom.
There's only one whoops.
Let's spark things up.
I'll protect us.
Oh.
Hey,
Enemy, get back here. Die, please. Oh my god, the damage.
odds reveal
Wait,
by
what did... Oh, I messed up on setting up this group. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well now, scatter.
I can't believe you were on this team. Why? I knew something was wrong with this when I was like setting up. It's like, okay, I totally know what I'm doing. No, I didn't. In that moment, I knew not of what I was doing.
Quicker.
Back here.
Defract. Here you are.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The fact that you can also get platinum on this and I haven't even gotten to the platinum. How many more points do I need? Do I need to get this to 7K? Oh my gosh. I did it even though I sort of fumbled that like last team. I didn't mean to put Singcho. I think I meant to put Sayu and my brain didn't function like at all when I did that. My gosh. Oh my god. Wait, there's a platinum ranking for this and 21,000 points isn't the platinum? Okay. And it's on the hardest difficulty too. What? Well, I got all the thingies, the stuff. Wow. Scored. I've done so much damage that I already completed this objective. Lovely. Let me see. That was indeed like the hardest difficulty. Right? It was. Oh my gosh. That wasn't even in the platinum? Are you serious? Wow. So yeah, that is pretty... I'm gonna get this real quick. Even though I have no characters to use these mushrooms with anymore. Anyways, yeah, that is it for today on the event. And, yeah, we have to get all 5 of these complete in order to get Lisa's skin, costume, and, it is over the course of the next couple days, right? Gotta make sure. Yeah, so tomorrow, the day after, and so forth. Yeah. So yeah. I'm not quite sure if I will be back with some commentary. Um like with my mic plugged in. I'll probably just show you guys my attempts at each of the rounds. I'm not quite sure, but I'll think about it throughout the next few days. But for now, that is it for day 1, and I'll see you guys um during the next few days. Okay, so one thing that is unique about this event is that you can actually find Lisa at different places for the next 6 days after day 1. Unfortunately, I didn't find that out until day 3, which is kind of weird because she did kind of imply, being around for the next several days anyway, so that was like the implication, but it didn't click with me until day 3, and yeah, so as a result, I missed day 2. However, the wiki did record the information of day 2, as we can see here. So on day 2, she would be at this tavern, Lambad's Tavern, and yeah, and this is the dialogue. I will play it for you guys, and just to warn you all, the audio may be loud since these were uploaded in the actual quality, I think, of the volume size. I don't know, I'm not like too familiar with audio recording, even though I stream, but that's beside the point. But anyways, yeah, so I'll be playing these lines and reading the Traveler lines, which is these.
Hey, cutie. We meet again.
This place sure wasn't easy to find.
Oh, really? I used to live in Sumeru City, and now that I'm back, I can't help but want to visit these small, remote shops. It's a pity that my old favorite clothing shop has already been closed for some time. I wanted to buy some accessories and clothes to give to the other ladies in the Knights of Favonius. What a pity.
And we have like 2 options, which I'm guessing were 2 options in the game. I see you bought some new clothes. Your new outfit looks great.
I was wondering when you would notice. Well, what do you think?
It's classy. Very elegant.
It's always nice to hear compliments from other people, especially you. Thank you, cutie. I managed to find the owner of that old clothing shop and had it custom tailored. Wearing it reminds me of my days at the academia. What a busy time that was for me. However, my researchers were never lazy. Unlike the people who borrow books and don't return them. Now that I think of it, punishing them with a zap of electro may have still been too lenient.
Oh boy. And that's it. Because if I scroll down, you just see, like, pictures of location and all that. Of where you could find her on that day. Yeah, and everything else after that is what I did record. Because I did realize on day 3 and immediately recorded before I started to forget again. But yeah, so yeah, that's something that is easily missable and is kind of disappointing because it's like the event is already limited, so it's like, why limit it further? Yeah, kind of sucks. But what can you do? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video, and I'll see you all next time.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Allow me. Brace yourselves. Think you can get away?
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Stars, shine for me. Here we go.
One with nature.
Time for takeoff. Don't be scared.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Let's play. My guiding stars.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Hold the line. Shake it and stir.
Squall fury. Bow your head.
Look at you.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Rest and rebuild.
Behold. You dare to gaze upon me? Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Billowing surge.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Scratch. Shake it and allow me. Can't handle your drink.
Bow your head. One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strider.
Think you can bully me?
Squall and fury. The wind knows me. Falling leaves. Adorn my night.
Nice and spicy. Hey, yeah! Breath of the flame. We claim some credit dash. Come on out.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. Time to go. The wind knows me.
Boom! Cha! 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 I'm out of here. Ninjutsu. Out of the frying pan.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
You're toast.
Ah, it's you, cutie. I knew we'd cross paths again. Oh, just these painted utensils in this shop. Aren't they exquisite? I'm thinking about buying some to take back for decoration. And those plates. If we served tea on them, Jean wouldn't be able to resist, even in the middle of work. Oh, not for sale. Honestly, why put it in the shop if you don't intend to sell it? How disappointing. Oh, they're so beautiful, too. shattered!
No, my sword! Rain cutter! Game's up. Fun's over. Tap, tap. Busted.
Torn to oblivion!
Gotcha. Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Nice and spicy. Eat this!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Witness the power of Gawa. Rain outlines your... Here comes the catch.
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
Illusion shattered!
You're toast!
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
By royal decree.
Eat this! After dry pan, into the fire!
Supporting fire. Fire it up. No rest for the wicked.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You're toast! Nice and spicy!
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
You are not welcome here.
Odds were big.
Quiet, man. Game's up. Fun's over.
The process of elimination. Here you are.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Don't be scared!
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Defract.
By royal decree.
I summon thee! Stay put! I'm super
Hey, cutie. Are you here at the Grand Bazaar to catch some performances? Yes, they are quite amusing. I even wonder if I should start taking notes on the formats of some of the programs. Who knows? Perhaps it'll come in handy for the next Ludi Harpastum. Kaya could take charge of the jokes, but dancing might prove to be a little tricky. Yes, there was a lovely girl with red hair dancing yesterday. I had a front row seat. It was really something. I can't help but wonder how great it would be to see similar performances in Mondstadt. Actually, I think the biggest challenge would be to get Eula, captain of the reconnaissance company, to show some interest in dancing, as well as to find a beautiful outfit she would agree to wear. Eula is surprisingly gullible when it comes to certain things, Rather than inviting the performers to Mondstadt, it would be easier to trick, I mean, ask her to dance.
Studying is far less fun. Don't be scared. Ninjutsu!
You dare to gaze upon me?
Cold, mine to command.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Behold! Cry louder!
Don't be scared.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. The wind rises. That's far enough. Wretched vermin.
Away I go! Ninjutsu! Cold, mine to command.
Squall and fury. Upon the gale. Know your place.
By royal decree!
Stars, shine for me. Hi!
The wind rises. Bow your head.
Don't be scared. The night is cold.
Delve into death from room!
Into the wind.
Clouds high. The birds call.
The wind knows me.
Incinerate!
Stars, shine for me. My guiding star.
As one with wind and cloud.
Into the wind.
Decided by destiny! Shadows of inadmissible evidence! Boom boom!
The wind knows me.
Not now. Cold, mine to
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Into the wind.
Fate is upon you! Let me scry! Incinerate! Breath of the flame!
The wind knows me.
Stars, shine for me.
Motion to compel!
Clouds high. The birds call.
One with nature.
Decided by destiny!
Cold, mine to command. The night is...
Incinerate!
The wind knows me.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Delve into destiny! Fate is upon you! Searching transgression! Time for Winter shall eventually
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Shake his hands! Can't handle your dream. Dare to mess with me? Tears of the storm. Think you can bully me?
Into the wind. Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. Scratch. Too late for regrets. Truth revealed.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strider.
Diana special. Oz, reveal thyself. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Have fun with this gift.
As one with wind and cloud. Hey, what are you doing around the academia? And that's when I ran into you. I had a reunion with Professor Cyrus and some fellow apprentices, as well as other researchers that I worked with in the past. How time flies. I could tell just from their appearances that they've been really busy. I, on the other hand, have had it pretty easy. They must be so jealous. That being said, since I've already indulged so much, I should probably eat less cake next month.
Don't be scared. My guiding star.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Rain cutter.
Kamisato Aka. Suiyu.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
Stars, shine for me.
Adept back.
Witness the power of Guwa. Know my sword.
Be still.
Your coming was
Think you can get away? Yahoo! Oz, reveal thy...
Mind the deluge.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your...
Where the eternal oasis!
Time for takeoff. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Cascade. Kamisato Aka. Suiyu.
Witness the power of Guwa.
Think you can get away? Let's play.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Finally, some target
Time for takeoff. By royal decree, I'm going in. Here come the fireworks. can get away. Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Let's light it up!
You need to hurry up.
Let's play! Gold Bishop 2! Fire Hazard!
This was well done.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Oz reveal bite!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Think you can get away?
Patience.
I summon thee!
We'll meet again.
Everybody stand back!
Here come the fireworks! The fuse is lit!
Pertinent fool, be gone! Care for a day.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Brace yourself.
Dance with me!
Think you can get away?
The show's only just begun.
No rest for...
Fire hazard!
Not done yet. Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light!
Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Its name is Sog? Oh, what a nice puppy. Of course. I love obedient puppies, especially the ones that let you rub their belly and look at you with their little sparkling eyes. Actually, I've always wanted to get a dog. Not only could it help keep me in a good mood, but it could also intimidate others when need be. But if I got a dog, it'd be too much hassle to groom it and clean up after it all the time. That's the trouble with pets. I suppose I'm not really suited to have one.
Lisa. I'm fine now. It's the Traveler! What you doing here?
Do you come to visit Kale often, cutie?
She's amazing! All of us in Gandharvaville already have a lot to thank her for.
Well then, it seems my little Kale has been making some new friends in Sumeru.
And I've been doing my best to learn how to read. Now I can even read some simple sentences. Master and everyone in Sumeru has taken good care of me, but I've never forgotten my friends in Mondstadt. I've actually been thinking about taking some time to go back for a visit. Miss Lisa, how's everyone doing? Well, I hope. What about Amber? And Kaya? Oh, and Jean.
Slow down, Kale. I'll tell you all about them. Sorry, darling. Seems I'll need some time here. I want to tell Kale about what's happening in Mondstadt.